Tonight on Live at 5, 3 drivers win races during the East Coast Truck Festival at Rockingham Speedway, a former student is memorialized at Richmond Senior, and a senior Lady Ritter runner wins on senior night. That and more are ahead on the Monday edition of Richmond County's Nightly News. Live at 5 starts right now. Three drivers took the checker flag in their respective events Sunday to wrap up the 3-day East Coast Truck Festival, becoming the first winners on Rockingham Speedway's oval track in 8 years. For Rob Henn of Elkton, Maryland, the win was even more special. It was his first ever. Henn said he's loved motorsports his entire life and has been involved for years, crewing for late model teams out of Virginia. He started racing in 2013, including in the Super Cup Stock Car Series, and said this was the first event for the new Fast Car Series. Making laps around the historic track is a check off of Henn's bucket list.
So how long have you been driving?
Well, since 2013, so a few years, and it's been a long time coming. This is my first win. So I've loved motorsports my whole life. I crewed for a couple of late model teams out of Virginia, and I ran a few races in Virginia in late models, and then came to something called Super Cup. I ran some races there, and then John Kennedy invited me down to race down here with the new X Cup Fast Cars. This is one of my bucket lists. I mean, to race Rockingham is just an awesome experience. Because these are the tracks that have character. They're not the typical Charlotte race, or the Texas race, or the Michigan race, where you're just driving in a circle. I mean, these tracks have character. The track's rough. You got to be on your game every single lap. So it was just an absolute blast to race here. I thank the Lord that He let us race here and brought everybody home safe. It's got some rough spots in it. I actually bottomed out and I tore up my header on the front. My right side header I'm going to have to replace because I've got a hole in it about this big where I drug the track and wore a hole in it.
And with this being your first win ever and being at Rockingham, how does that?
It's hard to describe. I mean, it is awesome to have won at Rockingham Speedway. I really hope that we can do this again, and that they have some races here going forward in 22, and we would love to come back and race here.
Ryan Shotgun Miller of Sanford put the fast in the Fast Truck Series race, eventually overtaking the driver at the back of the pack. Miller, now 32, has been racing since he was 8 years old, starting with four-wheelers before driving Bandoleros. He also has a late model at home that he races at Wake County Speedway. Like Henn, Miller said the surface was a little rough.
I noticed, the biggest thing to me, you were by far the fastest truck on the track. And you caught up with the guy who was in last place there towards the end.
Yes, sir. We had a really good setup from Rob and the crew, and can't thank Jimmy enough for letting me drive his truck. That was awesome. Of course, my wife for being out here. Got to thank her. But no, the truck was pretty much on a rail today. It was amazing. First time at this track, so it was a good time. I grew up coming here and watching cup races with my dad and my granddad back in the day. It's a fun time. Really, I hate that they closed the track and they went away. I'm glad to see something starting to come around and something come out of this track. The surface was a little rough. It's not terrible for sitting, 9-10 years or so, something like
2013
that.
2013 was the last.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say it was terrible. I'd definitely say it's racing.
How'd your tires hold up? Because that's
the big ticket out here.
Yeah.
So Jimmy actually came up with a plan and found Goodyears. We ran 2 different sets of Goodyears. It actually ruined the set when I decided to spin it coming down the back straightaway. They held up great. I don't think there's going to be any problems with running a Goodyear tire out here. I just want to thank my wife again. My buddy Josh came out, Joe Fitzgerald. I can't thank them enough for allowing me to sit in the hot seat.
The first winner of the afternoon was Justin Ball in the Fast Big Rig Series, the first winner on the oval since 2013. The Ohio native now hails from Oklahoma City and has been racing rigs for 6 years. Ball said his truck handled surprisingly well on the track. The caution flag was waved during that race as the big rig from Caesars Truck Racing blew a tire coming out of turn 4 and limped onto Pent Road, with Bostic towing out of Hoffman, hauling it out.
Our first winner at Rockingham Speedway since 2013.
Oh wow! I didn't realize it's been since 2013, but
Yeah.
that's awesome to be able to pull that off, and in a big rig nonetheless.
How long have you been racing rigs?
Since 2015. Started out working on them in 2015, and about mid-season I started kind of working as a stand-in driver, and then 2016 I started driving for Jupiter Motorsports. So from 2016 to 2018 with them, and then now we're with All Balls Performance. It's a family ordeal now.
So what was it like coming to Rockingham?
Coming to Rockingham was awesome. We've done some exhibition stuff, not really with any other trucks on the track. We've driven on PPIR up in Colorado and had a blast with that. Figured it'd be cool to see a race on a mile track. So coming down here, I've just been itching to get us on something, anything bigger than 5/8. And then when they suggested this, didn't really think that was, a thing that we could get on. But when they said, this come up, for sure we were first in to say, yeah, we'll be there.
So I know these trucks handle a little bit different than the car. So how did the track hold up?
So in my truck, it handled surprisingly well. I didn't have any spots that were really, pushing too much or anything like that. Coming out of 2, gets a little sketchy, gets you, it puts you up there pretty close to the wall. But other than that, the track was amazing, super fast.
Now, how close were you to Caesar when he blew his tire?
I had just overtook him when it happened, so I heard it, and right as he blew his tire is right where there's a couple rough spots in the track. So I heard the tire cut loose, and then I felt the truck kind of bounce. But my spotter wasn't saying anything that we had lost anything, so we just kind of stayed in it until the caution come out.
One former student will be forever remembered with a memorial tree, plaque, and bench at Richmond Senior High School. Friends, family, and former educators gathered to dedicate the space in Webb Park in memory of Jonathan Hernandez, who died at the age of 23 following an 8-year battle with cancer. The event marked the 3rd anniversary of his death. The family moved from Colombia in 2007. Within a month, his mother was hired as a Spanish teacher at the high school. Jonathan was diagnosed with metastatic osteosarcoma at the age of 15. But instead of going through modern treatment like chemotherapy, he opted for a more natural approach of healthy eating as advanced by the San Diego, California-based Gerson Institute. The Gerson Institute paid for a red maple which was planted in the fall of 2019, as well as a plaque with Jonathan's name, photo, and Bible verse. Hanukkah said her son had always wanted to be a pilot, but later changed his mind and had planned to be a missionary physician. She credited recently hired biology teacher Leah Melvin for his decision. Jonathan was supposed to graduate in 2013, but his progress was delayed until 2015 because of his cancer treatment. Hanukkah said little drops of love started at the high school and several churches before spreading throughout the county. The family also received prayers and support from across the state, nation, and the world. Closing its regular season schedule with a win over Scotland on Thursday, the Lady Raider tennis team also celebrated 4 players on senior night. Ahead of their 5-2 victory over Scotland, the Lady Raiders recognized seniors Paris Allman, Kirsten McDonald, Jenna McRae, and Mariah Waddell. Richmond will open the first round of the Sandhills Athletic Conference Tournament next Tuesday against an opponent that has yet to be named. Running on their home course for the first time this season, the Richmond cross-country teams both took place second on Thursday. Hosting conference opponents Scotland and Union Pines, it was senior night for Richmond. Malin Walsh was the only senior for either squad and celebrated her big night with a win in the girls' race, her first of the season. Not only did Wallace win the race, she also set her season low time in an SAC race with a mark of 22:24, which was 50 seconds faster than her previous best. She completed the 3.2-mile race around Richmond's campus for 12 seconds faster than second. The Lady Rares earned a team score of 41 points behind Union Pines' winning effort of 20. The Richmond boys team finished its home race with 49 points, with Union Pines winning the meet with 15. The Vikings took the top 6 spots in the standings. Junior Christian Sanchez was the first Raider to cross the finish line in 7th place overall, setting another personal record time of 21:16. He took 27 seconds off his race time from last week. Richmond will run another meet next Wednesday at Pinecrest against the Patriots and Hope County. The race will begin at 5 p.m. A recent raffle raised around $50,000 for economic development in Richmond County. The second annual raffle at the Rock was held Saturday afternoon at Rockingham Dragway, just before the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce's Hoptoberfest, with a variety of prizes being given out. Those prizes included 5 raffles of different models, a shotgun, a Polaris Sportsman, a John Deere Gator, and a John Deere zero-turn mower. Several cash prizes of $500 and $1,000 were also up for grabs. Proceeds from the raffle go to the Richmond County Economic Development Corporation, a nonprofit that has the sole responsibility of fostering economic growth in Richmond County. The funds will be used for the corporation's shell building program, industrial park development, and maintenance, according to economic developer Marty Butler. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report is coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
And welcome to your Monday Live at 5 weather report, and I hope you're having a good one today. It has been a bit of a cloudy day so far. We've seen some temperatures dropping around the 70s today. Hasn't been too cold, but not too hot either. It's kind of right in the middle. But yeah, a lot of clouds today. Not really seeing much of that sun out today. And let's look at the night. We're not going to be seeing a whole lot of that waxing crescent moon phase, nor will we be seeing that sunset at 6:49 p.m. 6 o'clock will be at 73 degrees. 10 o'clock, 66, with lots of more clouds along the way. But that should clear up a little bit tomorrow, as we'll be seeing partly cloudy skies across San Hills region, with temperatures getting into the high 70s. Cumberland County, a high of 78 and a low of 60. Hope County, a high of 78 and a low of 59. Robeson County, a high of 80 and a low of 60. Scotland, a high of 80 and a low of 59. Up in Moore County, a high of 78, low of 58. Then over here in Richmond County, we'll be seeing a high of 81 and a low of 59. Down in Marlboro, also a high of 81, low of 59. And Anniston County, we'll be seeing a high of 81 and a low of 60. So partly cloudy skies all day tomorrow with some really warm temperatures ahead. And looking at the 7-day forecast, again, plenty of warm weather coming ahead. Tuesday, a high of 81, low of 59. Wednesday, a high of 82, low of 62. Then on Thursday, more partly cloudy skies, high of 86, low of 62. And this will get started into the weekend. Friday, sunny skies, high of 87, low of 64. And then Saturday, a high of 83, low of 58 with partly cloudy skies. That carries over into Sunday with a high of 72 and a low of 51. And to round out the 7-day forecast, Monday, sunny skies, high of 71 and a low of 51. So plenty of nice weather along the way. Shouldn't be complaining about it too much. Should be looking to be really, really nice for the week ahead. But that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.